The following is a presentation of the Greater Ontario Hockey League.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome inside the Haldimand County Caledonia Centre, the home of the Caledonia Corvairs, as they get set to play host to the Brantford Titans in tonight's GOHL Spotlight game, powered by Collins Clothiers. The Corvairs have had a rich history in this town, including 3 consecutive titles from 2014 to 2016. The Corvairs this season are battling for playoff positioning, sitting just 5 points back of Brantford. As Caledonia tries to march towards the playoffs, they've hired a new bench boss to lead the charge in Mark Corbett. Let's hear from the new head coach on what the process has been in taking over a new team mid-season.
It's been a bit of a whirlwind. I came in just after, just to start the new year in January here, and obviously the first thing was the deadline, right? And we made a lot of changes at the deadline, 8 new faces. So, for me, the biggest thing right now is trying to get the culture back to where, it's a family feel in a very short period of time. Obviously, we're in a dogfight for the last playoff spot, or, anything from 6 to 9, 8th is open. So for us right now, the biggest thing is just stealing points every night that we go out there. We've thrown a lot at them in a short period of time, right? So, they've been sponges. They've been working on adapting to a new system and having systems in place. I always say we start from the D zone out. So we've been really working on focusing on that area of the game, and guys are trying to buy in. It's definitely new when a coach comes in with a couple months left. So again, I'm just trying to do the basics to get them to buy into a little bit of a system, and then after that, it just comes down to compete this time of year. It's January, February. You don't have much time left in the season. February next weekend, and playoffs around the corner. So as of right now, all I ask is they compete night in, night out, and systems will take over at some point too.
The Corvairs made another change post-holiday break, naming 20-year-old forward Ethan Osborne as their new captain. Osborne has led by example all year and currently sits 11th in league scoring with 44 points and has 6 points in 3 games against Brantford this year. Among those joining him in the leadership group is 19-year-old Braden Hobson. Hobson has put up 22 points in 29 games played this year and has 12 points in his last 12 games. Elsewhere, the Corvairs got a big return to the lineup recently in the form of Brody Leet. Leet put up 34 points in his 17-year-old season last year and was reacquired by the Corvairs just before the deadline. In goal, Caledonia sends out netminder Maverick Fletcher, one of the biggest workhorses in the GOHL this season. Fletcher has a .904 save percentage and leads the league in saves, to go with being second in minutes played. To tee up a big one, let's get to our captain's comments, powered by Collins Clothiers, to hear from Ethan Osborne of the Corvairs and Adam Stippen, the captain of the Brantford Titans.
I think it's Game 7 mentality from here on out. These last 14 games, the coaching staff's been stressing that to us. Every game's a Game 7 of the playoffs, and we have to play that way. Every point matters right now, so we can't give any up. You got to want it. Everything, from blocking shots to getting pucks out to getting pucks on net, everything matters right now. Every shift matters. It comes down to shift by shift, and we got to keep building.
That's the saying we've been using. Every night's Game 7. I think this time of year too, you have to play that way. You're going to be sore, you're going to have bumps and bruises, but every night here, especially the teams we're playing are all around us. Every night's almost a 4-point swing. So right now, I tell these guys it's got to be Game 7.
I think he came in with good command of the room already. He's already got guys buying into a completely new system within 5 games, which is very impressive. So to say that, and we're going to keep building that way, obviously, and yeah, he's just uplifting the guys, and we're going to keep going from there.
Start of the year was, we started off a little slow, but we added more players like GOHL.ca, just recently Ty McCutcheon, Taylor Clark, all these great players, especially for them coming back here, their first game back. It'll be pretty cool for them, so we want to see them have their best game today. And I think just play as a team, all the guys glue together good. We just got to keep the momentum going. I'm obviously very thankful to Mike, the rest of the staff, for trusting me with the C this year. Jack Panko last year, my good buddy, he had it this last year, and just kind of hope to build off that just keep the team going.
Adam Stippen is in his first season as captain of the Titans after putting up 41 points in 41 games last year. He's continued to lead this team all season long. The Titans also feature 3 former Corvairs in the lineup today, making their returns to this building. They've got Ty McCutcheon, Tyler Clark, and Clark Dunford all on the top line tonight in Caledonia. Up front, Brantford forward Caleb Frank has put up big numbers. He set career highs in goals, assists, and points with 17, 21, and 38 this season. 16 of those points have come on the power play, where he's been a big weapon for the Titans. In goal, James Gall gets the call for Brantford. He's played 27 games this season with a .383 goals against average and an .897 save percentage. It's a big one tonight between two teams separated by just 5 points in the standings. It's the Corvairs, it's the Titans, it's a spotlight game, and Puck Drop is next on 519 Sports. Corvairs are the second power play unit out there as Jack Gallo sends it down the ice. James Gall will play it out to center. Racing after it now is Joey Capel. Capel in shorthanded. Fletcher out of the crease. Pokes it away. Capel back on it. Loses possession and it comes back out to center. An aggressive move for Maverick Fletcher there. Osborne loses possession. Quick shot there that missed the net off the stick of Ty McCutcheon. Mason Takis at the line. Takis down low. Deflected out front and they score. It's Ty McCutcheon. It is returned to Caledonia to give the Titans a 1-0 lead. How about that? Ty McCutcheon in his first game back here at the Haldimand County Caledonia Center finds the back of the net, opens the scoring. Varga over the red line. Stops up, takes a bump there from Tyler Clark, who sent his man down to the ice. Now back after it, Varga. He gets hit hard by Clark again near the Caledonia bench. McCutcheon getting in there with Stiers. A couple of former Corvairs renewing acquaintances with their former team. Now picked up by Varga. Closing in. Centering feed. One-timer Osborne. Saved by James Gall. Rebound towards Quick. Poked away by Quentin Kim LeMay. Great stop by James Gall. Great work by Kim LeMay to get it out to center. In come the Corvairs again. Russell centers. One-timer. Gall got it. Rebound there and they score. It's Braden Hobson tying the game for the Corvairs on the power play. It's 1-1 here in the first. Back on it now, Glowacki down low. Glowacki flips it up the boards. Mulholland cuts it off. Mulholland gets leveled. A big hit there. Christie and Glowacki teaming up to knock him down. Kim LeMay back with it. Kim LeMay, right circle. For Inzers the line. He fires. He scores. Louis Inzers. A rocket from the blue line. It's a power play goal for Brantford, and they're back ahead. It's 2-1 Titans. Quick now for Hobson in the slot. Makes a move. Gets cut off. Titans looking for one last rush. It's Wicklander. He takes a big hit at center. Ethan Quick throws his man down to the ice. Here's Caleb Frank at the line. Frank swings it back on the near side. Gets the return feed. Quick shot save Fletcher. Penalty coming. Tyler Clark a shot. It gets stopped. So yet another penalty in this game. Caledonia's had 5 power plays already. Draw one by Quick, comes back to Osborne. Osborne plays it towards the net, turned away by Gall. Comes back now to Hobson. Hobson down low for Quick. Quick below the goal line, tied up, centering feed, bouncing puck. Osborne after a chip down low. Quick scores. A broken play, a bouncing puck, and Ethan Quick finishes the job on the doorstep. The Corvairs have tied this game. It's 2-2. Now out to center. Here comes Brantford shorthanded. It's Watt and Takis. Watt working in. Cross ice for Takis. Takes the shot. Fletcher got just enough to keep it out. What a shorthanded chance there for Brantford. A pass there through center onto the stick of Taylor. Taylor back in for Caledonia. Drops for McNamara. He fires. Save Gall. Rebound loose. Cleared by Takis. Off the draw. Hood looking for it. It's Quick in his own corner. Can't clear. Capel down low. He scores. Joey Capel on the doorstep after the turnover. Finds the back of the net. He's reached double-digit goals this year. It's his 10th of the season, and the Titans are up 3-2. Titans swing it out to neutral ice. Dunford blows a tire. Corvairs head back the other way. After it, Gallo. Gallo gets leveled by Gavin Christie at the Brantford blue line. Hobson tied up by Buckman. Hobson has possession at the blue line. Hobson working in, cross ice feed. Osborne scores and we're tied. Caledonia answers back again. It's the captain, Ethan Osborne, evening things up at 3-3. What a setup from Braden Hobson, and what a rocket off the stick of Ethan Osborne to make it a 3-3 game. Russell back on it down low. Backhand feed to Ethan Quick. Cross ice for Adam Varga. Varga finds Hobson. Working in. He scores! Power play goal, Braden Hobson. His second of the night. And for the first time in this one, Caledonia leads. It's 4-3 Corvairs. Scriven for Watt, skating in. Watt for Quentin Kim LeMay. Has space. Fires a shot. Save Fletcher. And he'll hold on. Good chance for Quentin Kim LeMay working in at the right circle, but Maverick Fletcher up to the task once again. Here's Christie. Christie back in. He gets leveled by Easton Swift. That's going to be a penalty. Swift putting his hands on his head out of frustration. Knew he probably didn't need to finish that hit, and now he's going to head to the penalty box as a result with his team up by 1 goal. Stops up on a dime, spins back. Kim LeMay stick handling. Up to the point, Buckman. Buckman for Kim LeMay. Fires, save Fletcher. Rebound, covered up by the Caledonia netminder, who gets a whistle. 32 seconds to go in the Easton Swift call. Now Fletcher taking a bump down low. He's in some discomfort. His mask gets knocked off in the process. Wicklander, far corner. Wicklander back up the line, Ryan Scriven. Scriven working in to Wicklander down low, finds Buckman in space. That shot blocked. Rebound, Kim LeMay scores. It's a power play goal for Quentin Kim LeMay, and the Titans have tied this one back up. It's 4-4 here in the third. What a game. Kim LeMay back up the blue line. Christie for Buckman. Buckman from distance, glove save, Fletcher. Takes a bump from Stippen in the process, but he holds on with 18 seconds to go in this third period. Race for the loose puck. Wicklander trying to get there first. Fletcher out of the crease dangerously. Fletcher plays it out front. Wicklander after it, and Varga will send it out to center. Here's Quick over the blue line. Quick down low. Osborne one-timer. Gall made the save. Stops up on a dime. Varga stick handles. Goes back to Leet. He's stripped. Back the other way. Here come the Titans. It's Tyler Clark in overtime. Clark a shot. Save Fletcher. And he'll cover up to get a whistle. Tyler Clark nearly iced the game against his former team, but Maverick Fletcher made the stop. Slows play down to the Corvairs end. Goes up for Ethan Quick. 3:45 to go in overtime. Quick comes in over the blue line. Quick to the slot. Quick holding. Quick in space. He hit the post. What a chance for Ethan Quick, but he rung the iron. Osborne going towards the net. It's poked off the stick of Quick by Buckman. Race for the loose puck. Buckman in there first. David Buckman, game on his stick. Buckman denied by Fletcher. Great save by Maverick Fletcher there. Puck is picked back up by Frank. To the slot. Fans on his shot. Rebound try. He scores! Caleb Frank, the overtime winner. And the Titans take it in the extra frame on the road. What a shot from Caleb Frank to win it in overtime here in Caledonia with just 62 seconds remaining in overtime.
I think that we played well tonight. We came out hard. Frankie with that big goal at the end, it was nice. All the boys were fired up. I was on the bench. I immediately as soon as he scored, I was like, yeah, I know that's Frankie, and yeah, I was pumped up. It was those 2 points right there are big for the end. It's big in the end, and we needed those 2 points because they're right behind us in the standings, and yeah, it's just good goal by Frankie.
He brings a lot to the table skill-wise. The physical presence tonight, I thought, was second to none from Frankie. That's a really good step in the right direction for him on his game. Being a 20-year-old, he leads by example. He wants to get the guys motivated. He wants to be that guy. He wants the puck on his tape. That's who he is. He loves that part of the game, and he wants to be a leader. And I thought tonight he did a heck of a job for us. The way that he played definitely set the tone for a lot of other guys on the bench, and I think that's going to help the young guys out down the stretch here.
Great shot, great hands. Hard to get the puck off him. He's also he's just a great guy. He brings a lot to the team, which is work ethic and his skill. So I'm really happy to have him this year for sure.
This is a great organization. The boys are unreal. It's been good. I love it here. It's a great facility. It's nothing bad to say about it.
The overall core of the group worked really hard tonight, not unlike how our 2026 has been going. Obviously, statistically, we're not thrilled with the win-loss record, but overall the compete of this group is really good, and I think that we're going to make it very difficult for a lot of teams going down the stretch here, and that's our goal. We want to make sure that we're staying in every game, and just like what you saw tonight, be in their way, make things difficult, get lots of pucks to the net, and have a lot of fun doing it. I think the guys had a lot of fun on the bench tonight.
Thought we kept coming back. We go down, we come back. Coaches are always preaching to never give up. We're a family in the locker room, so we just battle back together, and we try to keep doing what we can to stay in the game and get ahead of certain opportunities. I get the puck down low, off the draw, skate around. They kind of were just stationary, so I just use my speed and my creative ability to keep moving around and find an open spot, and Ozzy's always in the right spot, so I just put it right on the tape, and he put her in the back of the net.
And your goal?
Yeah, quick over to Varga. Varga down to me. I was calling for that one pretty good, and Rocco, the goalie coach, is always telling me to put his shorts that high, so that's exactly what I did, and it worked. We're doing our best to do everything we can. We got a lot of changes, a lot of new guys, new staff, new everything, new leadership group, so everyone's kind of trying to put the puzzle pieces together and do our thing, and we're going to keep battling. We're never going to give up, and every point's crucial, so we're going to keep battling, try to end games in regulation, get the extra points, and keep going up in the standings from there.
Obviously, we'd want the 2 points, especially in regulation with how tight the standings are right now. But again, to get the 1 point out of that, we'll take it. I think, again, special teams is probably the difference tonight. I think we went 2 for 8 on the power play. They went 2 for 3 or 4. So, again, we're preaching that we want to try to win in regulation every night. Every game's a playoff hockey game for us. So I thought we competed and we battled well tonight. It's just unlucky that we couldn't pull it out. We've tried to preach that every night's a playoff game. I think we're trying to build to be in that playoff position where you get into a round and you kind of never know what happens, especially at this level where, again, anyone can beat anyone on any given night. And we think that we have a dangerous team here. Obviously, we've made a lot of moves around the deadline, and we've added some really good pieces to our group. So we're excited about our group. It's going to take time, but again, we're preaching habits. We're preaching bringing your best every day, and hopefully we can get there in the end. Varga had a great game tonight. He plays a ton of minutes for us. Obviously, he's one of our newer additions to the team, and he's fit in well with the group so far. And again, I think he probably played north of 30 minutes again tonight, and that's kind of been what he's been doing the last few games we've had him here. So again, a great kid, works hard every day, and hopefully he can continue the pace he's on and keep it up heading into playoffs.